Hello, welcome back. So, it's a pleasure to have you here with me once again. I've been learning a lot from Richard Martinez. He has a way of talking about snare drum technique that is different from my studies with Richard Wilson and with Murray Spivak. And he really has gotten away from using metaphors. They can be very confusing, and although in a particular situation with a particular student, the right metaphor can be very helpful. But as a rule, it really is hip to just talk about what is actually happening. And so, you know, we have what is the lever system that we're using to understand how it is we're making strokes. We also have the anatomy of the human body. We have to take that into account, and then we have the physics on the planet and all of that stuff. So I wonder what where should we begin? Well, how about at the idea that we're really just allowing the sticks to lie in the hand. I want to feel the weight of the stick lying in my hand. In the left, it's really easy. It's like that. Even if we open our hand up, it's laying in the hand. In the right, it's a little different, because if you open your hand, the stick will fall out. But what we can do is take the thumb off. We can take the first finger and thumb off. However, we don't want to make the mistake of not recognizing the importance of the positioning of the thumb and first finger, so that they form what we call in this technique a guide. But the fulcrum really exists here in the middle finger. We imagine it there. We recognize it to be there. It is rocking through this narrow space. The narrower the fulcrum is, the more efficient it will be. Okay? But really what we're doing is just allowing that stick to lie in the hand. And we're allowing the stick to rock over that fulcrum. Now, in the left, we are feeling the weight of the stick lying on the fourth, in the crotch of the thumb. But where do we hold the stick? What we're trying to do is bring in this area of the first finger, as Richard Martinez explains, and this portion of the thumb, and they come in. They're what's really forming the grip. And we know that the stick will rock through this area. It doesn't need to move all that much, but it needs to have enough flexibility so that there is that ability for the lever arm to rock over the fulcrum. Okay? And by paying attention to that grip, what we really do is set the grip up in the rest of the hand. It becomes really obvious. Really, it's about figuring this out. Thumb and the first finger. Okay? First finger and thumb, they really have to play their part. We want them in a position so that they're not so tight that the stick can't lay in the hand, and yet we have to maintain a firm, comfortable, constant grip. Okay? Now here's the other thing that Richard Martinez has made a really big deal out of, and he was really reinforcing what it is that Richard Wilson explained to me many years ago. Okay? That really what we want to do is just rotate the wrist in the left, traditional. The right, we call it turning the wrist. So we're just turning the wrist, leaving everything alone. And whatever happens at the surface in the left will take care of itself. In the right, there seems to be this motion that Richard Wilson described in the video that I have up on my YouTube channel. And you can see Richard Wilson himself explaining that if I'm not relaxed and, what was he saying? loose enough to be able to feel this, then I won't really feel the technique he's describing until I get that. Okay, so what we want to do is not grab the stick so tightly that what the hand does and how it moves when it gets to the surface is destroyed. We have all these things in play. The thumb is doing that thing I told you about. It's coming in and holding the stick with the first finger, as the stick has the ability now to rock over thumb area, which we know as the fulcrum, the crotch of the thumb. In the right, the stick is going to have the ability to move through this narrow fulcrum. As we just allow everything to relax, the stick is lying in my hands, and I'm going to turn. And everything should be working. Can't forget to rotate in the left. Hold on with the thumb and first finger. On the right, leave everything alone. Don't need to do anything with your fingers, but allow the stick to lie in the hand. And if the fingers are relaxed, as Richard Wilson talked about, I'll feel the wrist motivating whatever happens in the fingers. Now we want to be able to make up and down strokes. Here's the other cool thing that Richard Martinez recently said to me. He said it's as if they're two different people. This hand is going ba-da, 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 and this hand's up, down, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Now this hand's up, down, up, down. You see, so you get this sense of splitting the mind, as though there's more than just one drummer. Well, I hope this helped. I'll really look forward to learning more and passing on that knowledge. And please visit my website, kevincrabb.com, where you can read those articles that I co-authored with Richard Martinez in Modern Drummer on the Spivak-Wilson technique. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.